If you're looking for a small blade for you to go ahead and use, this one is it. Not only it's small, it's also very mighty as well. To top it off, it also has a nice location for you to store it, take it out, and start engaging and using it too. Phasmids knife by Kizer. This knife features a D2 blade, black coating, and mikrata handle. Also, the great thing about this is the accessories that come with it. And you can see here we have a belt clip over here that can open and close. All the Kizers can actually do that. I'll show you how it works. And another one is if you want to make this a neck knife, we have the clip for you to actually use. So you press it down, you open this up, you put this on your belt, close it, and voila. On the other side over here, we have the case for us to go ahead and put this in storage when we are not using it as well. Stick it right in, and here it is, the whole entire enclosure here that we can use to go ahead and use this for EDC purposes. Now, for those of you who don't like this specific piece over here and think it's too bulky, all you need is a screwdriver, loosen those things up right here. This one you don't need to loosen, except if this thing is too tight in. And then you can go ahead and take this exact part out of it. The best way to tell how safe a knife is pretty much when you take it out of its location. Easy. Although I'm putting it all the way in, as you grab it out, you have a safety here that prevents it from you accidentally cutting yourself as you eject it, which makes it a really good knife as well. You can see you can go through this lots of times and you're never going to actually accidentally cut yourself. So this specific knife is really cute, makes a great neck knife. It is small, it is sharp, and it also has a spot over here that you can go ahead and use for making it a neck knife as well. You just add the rope and that's it, you're ready to go. Now this knife by itself, not only it's cute, it's also easy for you to use with a gripping right on the top over here. It's very easy for you to go ahead and cut things with. As you can see, my hand fits like a glove with this knife, and it is a small knife too. Now if you want to get closer to the action, there's the spot right here, makes it easy for you to get close to action. And if you get even more close, well, no, you can't. It doesn't actually let you. The spot is a little too small for that. The size of it is 2.79 of an inch. It is made in China, like all Kizers do. The knife is very much a quality knife. It comes super sharp, directly from the box itself. It's really nice and slick looking. What I like a lot about this is that it is very small in terms of size. So if you need something to cut, you don't need a big knife. You need something super slim. As you can see here how slim this thing is. This is the knife for you to consider. It features a lot of great things going forward for the price, for the value, and for the looks of it as well. So for those of you who need, this is actually, I would call, those knives that people actually use. If you go on a trip, you're going to a place, you need some kind of a knife for protection from wild animals, or just grab it and go. For a fixed blade knife, this is something that is pretty decent when it comes to that. It has all the hallmarks of a great knife. Let's go ahead and measure this out. So from top to bottom over here, it's about 1 inch. Next thing is the actual handle here. We are talking about 3.5 of an inch here. And this one over here is 2.8 of an inch altogether. But if you really want to think about this way, that's only the cutting surface, that 2.8 of an inch. The rest of it is almost at 3 inches. There is a reason why it's just under 3 inches. In most states, this is the legal size. If it goes more longer than your hand, some states don't allow you to actually carry this. So that makes it a very friendly knife for you to have for those people who are in those states that you have to have the blade under 3 inches. There is no hot spots as I'm pressing on here. You see, Kizer is really good at making those things. They make sure knife has no hot spots, because the last thing you want, you're working, you're chiseling and doing stuff with it. And this is a great knife for people who are doing a lot of woodwork, wood carving, and you need something really small to get into those small tight surfaces too. Also, if you like to put some pressure on the blade from the top, you can actually do that over here because it has this grip and place. Now, for those of you who are getting into those tight spots like this, you see, this can get all the way to the corner, and you can do your thing there as well. If you are wood chipping, you're painting, you want to chip the wood off the wall, this could work almost as good as a Swiss Army knife. Let's make some size comparison over here. Actual Swiss Army knife, and you can see that this is almost the same exact size, but look how bulky this is, and all these other extra tools you might not actually need for the job. If you just need a knife and you need it fixed, this is it. What this does have better than a Swiss Army knife is that it is a fixed blade, so it's not gonna fail on you like a Swiss Army knife might. And most of those knives don't fail, but it's a user failure. Let me show you what I mean. So the Swiss Army knife, you might say, well, why don't you just go ahead and use a Swiss Army knife for the same job? And I will show you why. That's why. That's why you can't use Swiss Army knife for those jobs. And let's take a look at something bigger. This is the drop bell. You can see the size differences. Way bigger than that. Way bigger. Now let's talk about something else as well. Let's talk about this one. What is this? The bug out. This is a fake bug out. Still. Talking about the size. And you can compare. Do you really need something this small? Well, now you know. Versus the bug out. The whole size difference. Now, the bigger question is, how does this thing actually cut? Let me get some rope here for you. Let's find out. It cuts. Not like I was not expecting it to cut, but this thing is sharp. It actually cuts pretty good. And, oh yeah. Look how sharp this is. It does a good job. So, what are you waiting for? If you are looking for a small, awesome EDC, and look at this, I cut stuff with it. There's no marks on the blade whatsoever. No marks. That's a hallmark of a good knife. So definitely recommend it for you if you're looking for something small, if you're looking for a budget knife that has all the properties and is cool as well. Awesome looking.